Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another Arknights reaction. Today we have Steel Before the King, Machines Before the Homeland. I only know that title in English because Auntie, the person who requested it in the Patreon producer queue, said so. The actual title is in Old English, apparently, and I definitely can't read that. So without further ado, let's jump right into this one, see what it is, and hear it out. Let's go. Ooh. Immediately with the organ, huh? Okay, oh, okay. There's a lot more texture in here than I expected there to be. Oh, that's a crunchy snare. Okay. More electronic than I thought it was going to be. I guess it does make sense with machines being in the title. This is definitely going to have a halftime drop. It's got to. Ooh, okay. Bringing back the organ before it, though, aren't we? Ooh. That's a little mischievous. I like that. Here we go with the drop. Oh, yeah. Ooh. Okay, I like that. Oh, back into it. Okay. I can feel the halftime coming a mile away. Never find me being mad about that, though. I love that, like, little, like, metal on metal kind of sheath thing. It sounded like might have been like a magazine loading in a gun. It sounded very similar to that. Or moisturize my body. Hydrate. Okay, we're doing that thing again. I always expect there to be a drop right there, but it always pulls away and goes into this section first. There it is. We're building. We building. Gotta have the drop in here now. Go back to the organ verse, of course. Can't forget the organ. We're just doing a fade out? Yeah, definitely fading out. So apparently that song was done by a composer called LJCH. I don't recognize that name. That doesn't mean I haven't heard something from them before, but it's definitely not one that I've heard often, if at all. So interesting, very interesting blend there. Clearly a good concept of what works in like a gothic sound and what works in electronics, and blending those together, using the dark tones from both to really find a cool medium. And apparently this is used for somebody known as the Steam Knight boss battle theme, so it's like that does also track. I could definitely hear that with the electronic sounds in there. Some of the organic sounds as well, that was like the metal on metal like I had mentioned, might have been a gun reload, not entirely sure. Either way, sounded very organic. I don't think that there was any synthesizing going on in those ones, but overall the organ of that one was super dark. It gave me almost Castlevania Dracula vibes having that in there, and it just sounded so much like, yep, that's a boss. The whole organ thing is one of those concepts that I'm not entirely sure where it started. I assume it was old monster movies. I talked about this a little bit in the Spring's Pulse reaction, where certain sounds may have been rooted from some pop culture or modern culture, film, etc. source that just kind of became the norm. And I'm not sure where that one came from. Maybe it did come from things like old monster movies, Dracula, Frankenstein in the 20s and such. I'm not entirely positive, but it would definitely track with how well it's carried over into the timeless end. I think it also may be detail about how engulfed the organ is in modern culture, especially in the US and Europe. There is a lot of organ playing in cathedral music and in Catholicism, so maybe that's where it rooted from. Maybe it just has some sort of energy that follows it and is transcended time. It's really hard for me to pinpoint that sort of stuff without looking deeper into it. But I'll digress on that. I love the way that this song played with texture as well, and some of the snare in there, having those doubled hits in there, just it adds a little bit of spice, stuff that you wouldn't really normally be expecting or hear, and you're like, oh, there's more here. But I think that's what made this song stand out so much in my head, was having the organ and the electronic synths and everything, the drums blending together. That may be more common too, but playing with the textures on top of it makes it feel that much more organic as well. And it's just overall a beautiful song. But I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm a professional or anything either. If you like what you saw and you want to see more of me blabber about stuff I barely understand, you know how to follow me and you know what to do. And I will see you all in the next video. Goodbye!